morning, guys. I don't know who taught me this. I think I got it off of Instagram here, but adding just a teeny bit of salt, and then I don't know why I do this. I always add like just a little bit of cold water back into the coffee after I've brewed it. I drink it black, sometimes with MCT oil in it, but that's what gets me going in the morning. And they say that it's probably not so good for your system to like load it up with coffee, but that's what I do. What I want to do now is go outside, take a look at the beautiful sunrise. So let's do that here in Florida. So I got my phone, I got my cup of coffee. We got a beautiful morning here. Let's take a look. Yeah. I'm pretty sure those are regular pigeons that make that noise. You hear that? Yeah, another morning here. And gonna enjoy some. How about you? I can taste the salt in that. Isn't that weird? How you doing, Al? Look at me. Yeah, losing the last little bit, you know. I should probably get a cap or something. What do you guys think? Not sure. I'm gonna take a little walk over here. I'm not gonna go too far because wanted to talk to you guys about a fast that I'm starting. Today is day 1, and it's going to be a 6-day fast. Not sure if you've ever done a fast that long, but they're very beneficial to the body. And these long fasts are just so healthy, and your body just really gets into a good state. It's good for your immune system, it's good for your organs, it's good for replenishing stem cells, and it's just all around good. If you do any kind of research on it, you'll find out that fasting is a good thing. So you guys know that I'm battling cancer, that I was diagnosed in April of this year, and that when you're fasting and you have a disease like that, you should have a little bit of supervision going on. And so I got my nutritionist, who is a pro in fasting. I was asking Raymond yesterday, I said, look at this tree here. Isn't this beautiful? Just all green. I was asking him, I said, what's the longest you've ever fasted? And he said 65 days. He just did it until he got the results he wanted. And then that was it. And I thought, wow, 65 days, seriously. I think my body would fall apart in 65 days. The sun's coming up. But that's not the case. The body's not stupid, right? I use that word with the body a lot. I say, your body's not dumb, man. Your body's smart. And these things are fasting. And the way we eat are things that you should do that are evolutionary. I believe they are things that our body has developed and gotten used to through the centuries of existing. And so we're wired to do a good fast and to have that be beneficial to us. Our bodies are just that way. So what I want to do now is I want to take you back inside, and I want to show you what you need to have for your fast. Not a whole lot of stuff. I'm not going to stop here because yesterday when I stopped, I was bitten by mosquitoes, and I still have not found my bug spray that is DEET free and all. It costs like $7 for a little bottle like this, and I can't find it. So whenever you get into that kind of situation where you cannot find something immediately, look at these bromeliads I have hanging here. Isn't that beautiful? You should stop, because several things are going on. First of all, it's a negative thing if you can't find something. You kind of get frustrated, right? And then secondly, if it's an item that's like not life or death, or going to cost you more than $6-7, just forget it. You shouldn't stress about losing something like that. One of the very first things I do when I wake up in the morning is, and through the night I do this because of what I have going on, my challenge, is I will drink. Well, there we go. There's a way to turn this thing on. Still getting used to this house. It has so many controls and things. I drink a glass of water, and the reason why I drink a glass of water is because it's highly laxative. It gets you going, and that's good. You need to, have that first stuff happening the first thing in the morning, and it's that will do the trick if you get into drinking a glass of water. Some people like doing warm water and lemon juice along, with that, but it's all personal taste. I think the lemon is actually very beneficial to the body to get it more in an alkaline state. So we talked just a few seconds ago, you and I, about what you're going to need to do your fast, if you get into any serious fasting. If you're doing intermittent fasting where you're just not eating food for 13, 16 hours, or, whatever you do, then you don't need this so much, because you're going to be eating food, and then food will give you these nutrients, okay? So the first thing I would want you to get is potassium citrate. Now, potassium citrate, you can start out with, for day one, maybe a half a teaspoon we're talking. And potassium citrate will taste very salty to you in a glass of water, but your body really needs it. It's something that'll help you flush out the kidneys, what's going on with the body as it's getting into the fasting state. The other thing that happens is it keeps the kidneys from calling out to the muscles to start, if at any point you get to where your body is running out of fuel, which it won't in a few days, but to keep the body working the way it should, and to prevent it from doing anything it shouldn't, then what you want to do is to take potassium to help the kidneys do their correct function, So they're looking for that. So potassium citrate. Now, what I have here, I'll show you. Hang on just a second here. I have this bag here of potassium chloride. Now, I got the potassium chloride off Amazon on bulk, the bulk supplements, because my initial reading that I was doing, my scientific reading, I'm having a little more coffee here. You can see me over there too, in the reflection, is that the chloride was okay. So the chloride is okay, but the citrate really is more what the kidneys want, what the body wants. Through your fast, if you do a long time fast, we're talking 4, 5, 6 days, you want to get up to about 2 teaspoons of potassium citrate, and then maybe a half of teaspoon of salt, just regular salt. You don't need as much salt as you think you do, and some of these websites tell you that you need to make salt with your snake juice, they call it. And let me make a correction, because I do have a video out there that I probably need to either redo or just take down and make another one. That's redoing, right? Is the fact that you don't want to be mixing bicarbonate of soda or baking soda with your potassium citrate or with your salt, in your snake juice. The two are never found in nature together, potassium and baking soda, what's in baking soda. So I would just not do that. And it's just not necessary to have the baking soda in there at all. There's no real benefit in that that I have studied and can see. So it's not something you probably want to be mixing with your drink, your electrolytes as you go through a fast. Magnesium may be one thing you want to cut down on when you're fasting, but take all of your supplements, that you're normally taking. And what else do we want to do? Fasting really works well synergistically with a bunch of different things, namely melatonin, if you're taking that for any kind of therapeutic thing like I'm doing for cancer. If your nutritionist has indicated, an amount of melatonin, keep taking that. Also, vitamin C is something that just gets really amplified during a fast. You really see the benefits of taking a vitamin C supplement. So what you want to do is continue on your supplements. Don't slack off on them at all. And make sure that you take the potassium citrate. Now, I have potassium citrate coming in today from Amazon. When it gets here, maybe we'll do like a unboxing. A little crazy, right? But, it's always fun, right? I got some other supplements coming as well. I do have some magnesium powder that I'm going to start taking, raising the bar on the magnesium to a much higher level than normal. So all in all, you want to make sure you stay hydrated, right? And then make sure you do your electrolytes. And that's it, Don't cheat. If you get the temptation to nibble on something, don't do it. Because what happens is that's a slippery slope to start eating different foods. And you don't want to do that, right? You want to go through this thing and get, this is nice, get all the benefits from the fast, right? That coffee is so freaking good, too. We're unpacking here, and I finally got some of the things for the kitchen that I didn't have. It's like I have a small 1-cup coffee maker that I've had forever. I got it from Gevalia when they were big into sending you a coffee maker and 2 mugs and some ground coffee to try in there, get on they came early with the subscription type stuff, long before the internet they had this going on. And I think that coffee maker might be as old, probably not as old as the internet, but it's pretty old. And that thing, I mean, it's very simple operation now. It just heats the water up and it goes through the top, just like, I guess like all coffee makers work. And then it gets to where it pumps all the water out, and then the little thermal switch inside there gets so hot that it turns off, So that's how these things work. And anyway, it makes an excellent cup of coffee, no mess, just awesome. And the only thing I have to do is grind my coffee, and I prefer beans to ground coffee because I think it's fresher, it tastes better, right? And right now I am drinking, if you're curious, Whole Foods 365 brand coffee. It's called Pacific Rim, and it's medium to bold, which is what I like. And I'll do like a cup now. I might make another cup in just a little bit, but maybe not, because this morning I do have a acupuncture session coming up, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And I'm doing multiple acupuncture sessions because my insurance allows it. They say, Dave, you can go get unlimited. And I really think that the acupuncture is an adjunct to what I'm doing as a therapy for what I'm going through. And it's just cool how things are working together for that. I mean, and this my nutritionist down in South Australia, who is following me along on this fast, he is on board with all these other therapies as well, which is good. And I tell him something, and then we'll both think about it, and he says, well, are you sure? I've been working with cancer patients for decades, and, this really hasn't shown to do any kind of improvement. It's a lot of things that you see and do as far as therapies have a placebo effect, which is, for me, it's okay. I mean, if you try something, right, and you find that it makes you feel better, or you feel better doing it, I don't see anything wrong with that, as long as the supplement or whatever you're talking about is not something that's harmful or makes something else not work in your system. For example, I take chloroquine as a glucose and glutamine inhibitor for these cancer cells that they love glucose and glutamine, right? But the problem is, on a fast, you want autophagy to happen, which is the cleanup of cells and the natural death of cells, and then the body comes in and cleans that up and just gets rid of it. Well, chloroquine is a very, very anti-autophagy type medicine. So even if I think in my mind that chloroquine was a little difficult to get, but I got it, and I think it's doing a great job, and I want to take it to keep my glucose level down, during a fast, I want the other benefit to happen, right? So I'll use metformin or whatever else I have to work on the fact taking the glucose away, and let the chloroquine to be used when I'm back on a normal diet, which will probably be Saturday. Let me see what am I doing here. I'm going to go till the 28th, and I think maybe even the 29th will continue. The reason why I'm going to the 28th is because, in this long fast I'm doing, is because I have a MRI that day, and I want that scan to turn out so different from all the other scans that they're gonna, wonder what's going on with me. Now, my big thing, especially if you're any kind of person, you're a person with any kind of debilitating thing that may be something that also makes you lose weight, like cancer is known to make you lose weight. You got to watch your weight. And then also on the ketogenic diet, you lose weight anyway. One thing that you have to be very, very sure of is that you're not losing weight. So what I do is I am taking my weight or measuring my weight probably 4 times a day during the fast. And then during the night too, when I get up, a lot of times I'll do it at least twice. When I go to the bathroom, one of the things I do on the way out of the bathroom is step on the scale. It's an electronic scale that automatically communicates with the Wi-Fi and then puts it into my Fitbit stats, which transfer over to my chronometer app. And so I have all this stuff registered, and chronometer makes a nice graph of my weight. So it's a beautiful thing. So there you go. That's what's going on with me. If you want to accompany me, I'll be making these lives every single morning through this. Right now, I'm feeling good. I feel like there's still lots of food inside me, and that's normal for day one. Even though by the end of the day, I'll probably feel a little bit hungry. It's not that I'm starving. It's just something that's habitual in you, that your body expects to be fed. And for those of us that are on a ketogenic diet, it's a little different because your body can usually sustain going without food for a pretty long time because you're in ketosis, which means you're burning fats anyway. It's not like I'm burning carbs, which if you know anything about burning carbs in the body, they burn up pretty fast, like a matchstick, like a flame. They go woof, and then they're gone, and then you're hungry again. With fats, they burn more efficiently. They burn slower. I think they would burn slower. It's a slow burn, yeah. And, it's something that can go on for days, using the fats in your body and not touching the muscles. So like I said before, like I was telling you outside there, the body is smart. It knows how to use what first, and then as you approach day 70 or 80 or 90 or whatever, however long these guys go, and you don't have much fat left on your body will look to a survival mode and start burning protein from your muscles, which that's what I've read anyway, I think around day 70 or something. Now, tell me how these gurus over in these countries get away with fasting for these super long fasts, a half a year. Not sure if they bulk up with fat first or what. Maybe, I'm not sure how they do that, but all I know is that you can go longer than the 70 days. But if you do any kind of research on fasting, you'll find out that the 70-day limit is kind of where your body starts doing bad stuff because it wants to live. And one of the other things I read is once your body does start using protein as fuel, it's almost irreversible to get it to go back to fat because it knows that it's in death mode and just trying to survive a few more days. Isn't that crazy? But that's what I read. I mean, maybe you can do some research yourself on that. All right. Get these tools. If you want to accompany me on the fast, that would be such a cool thing, I think, and it's also very beneficial to have some accountability, some partners joining you. Now, one thing that's been, I don't know how these things happen. I think divinely, I was approached by a person from Twitter that said, "Hey, Dave, you want to join our fasting group? We're going to start a fast on Friday." Well, today's Friday. These guys are in Australia, yeah, and they're starting today. So, and I'm part of their WhatsApp group, and I think 12 hours from now, 7 p.m., Eastern time is when we get on either a voice chat or a video chat. I'm not sure what they're going to do because it's the first time I've joined them. But it's going to be fun because it's more of an accountability thing, and also, I'm talking to the benefits of fasting. So there you go. So, the more the merrier. If you want to join me, perhaps, if we get enough people, which I don't think I will, because a lot of my friends here on Instagram are carnivores that love eating. But if you want to clean the body out and get the benefits of fasting, join me, and maybe we can put together our own WhatsApp group and just chat, right? Or a Google Meet or something like that. It's just so fun to do. And let's keep on talking about it. Thanks so much. I'm going to post this to the IPTV because I think the information in this is beneficial for whenever you want to use it for a fast. And I want you to enjoy your day and just make it a great one, make it outstanding, okay? Take care, and we'll catch you on the next live.